And I think there was discussion about, because they always have to call the sheriff's department to issue the nuisance warning, whether or not the firefighters would have the option to do that.
And write the ticket.
Right, right.
Okay. So did you make a motion to approve? I'll second that. Motion from Steve, second from me to approve the county emergency management order for the burn ban effective October 1. All those in favor say aye.
And just want to thank you guys again for supplying the refreshments for the ribbon cutting at the building, and being there, appreciate that. And then we have the LEPC has a tabletop exercise required by the state each year. We're gonna have that October 15th at the Government Center at 7 p.m. If you guys would like to attend, you're more than welcome to. It's just gonna run over an incident of a train versus semi involving some hazardous materials and stuff. So we just kind of run through the call, go over pros and cons of how everything went and stuff. So like I said, that'll be the 15th of October if you guys want to attend. So
I don't. You're gonna be missing
yeah.
a signature when I just. I feel like there was something else I didn't.
The radio project is going good. They're gonna be testing next week on the new system, and we'll see how that goes. And I'm gonna start with a meeting next week with CB Burke about the multi-hazard mitigation plan and stuff. Just having a kickoff meeting with them next week. And
Thank you. Oh, you know, I didn't get them up there, I'm sorry. We had, ambulance write-offs. So the write-off month is for August 2025 in the amount of $106,484.73. 106,484.73. Second. Motion from Steve, second from me to approve the August 2025. Ambulance monthly write-offs, all those in favor say aye. The head schedule to test. Jen, if she wants to put on. So I'll go back, Christine.
Morning.
Morning.
So on September 23rd, the New County Plan Commission held a meeting regarding to Road 600 County LLC. It was for a change of zoning classification from AG district to a business PUD district for the vacant land on 600 East and Fair Oaks. Now, the business PUD, if I'm correct, is only going to be for the land. So basically, if the incoming project does not happen, the PUD sticks with the land and not the project itself. The board voted a 9-0 in change of use approval, and they're seeking your approval as well for ordinance of change for land use.
so
I will second that, but in discussion. So. Moving forward, when like this type of stuff comes at one of those meetings, if we can get the information, like. After it's approved or after you all get it, just so we have. You know, the ability to kind of look over it, and if any questions do come up, then we can I got those down.
Understood.
I don't have.
She's.
So that's all I asked,
Okay.
but I will. We have a motion from Steven, a second from me to approve the. Change of use for 600. LLC. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. You have anything else? No. Jenny, okay, Jenny, come up, sorry. I was totally off on my time, so I.
It's all good.
Okay, so. This is the tracks system,
Yes,
so this is the contract that we have to submit.
correct.
And I did review that with Jim and everything was fine.
Okay. Which I figured, because this is something we've always,
So this is something new.
oh, this is something,
Yes.
why did it, okay,
So this is something in addition to what we've been doing.
okay,
Basically, what this does is, your state taxes, if somebody's getting a tax return from Indiana, this will garnish their state taxes if they owe us property tax, anything over $25. So personal property tax or property tax.
oh, okay.
It'll be an interest rate.
Oh, cool. Okay,
Thanks.
Yeah.
I have no questions. I'll make a motion to approve the treasurer's checks contract for signature. A motion from me, second from Steve. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Dude, I just ripped my copy. Let's do it.
I have an extra one. No, you're fine.
I'm assuming we're gonna need 2 or 3 copies though. Signed.
I have them too.
At the end, we'll get everything signed and then I'll send that.
That works.
Alright,
I'm good.
you're all good?
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank
you. Thank you.
Just don't want to be with that. Jeremy? Okay. Sharon?
All I have is, just wanted to bring up a mention of starting to discuss the plowing of the government centers. We're back at that time of year again, kind of crept up on us, but obviously we don't have to start that conversation today, but just wanted to, just put that out there as a reminder we're there.
Okay,
And that's all.
what do you suggest? What do you suggest from your end and what do you suggest from your end?
I was understanding we were gonna bid them out. Is that last out?
Let me refresh my memory. Is it just because you guys have the manpower or?
Well, we're not supposed to either.
The way they get their funding.
Mhm. Yeah, so it was kind of a combination of both, but yeah. The ones that do, they get reimbursed, but to do that. Like the employee would have to be clocked out and clocked in under a different number to get paid out of, you guys would have to have an account set up. For them to get paid out of to do that, and then when they're done with that, then clock out, clock back into what they're doing for highway. That's the only way that you could reimburse us is paying them out of because you can't combine your money with our money. Kind of thing, so it can be done, but, I mean. Just a lot of work to do that, and then you would have to fund that account to reimburse.
And I don't know that we even discussed any of that to put in our budget for.
Next up there is fine because it was 95 degrees when it's out.
Well, I'm not saying that either though, but I'm saying for this year, so. God forbid it starts snowing, you know, in the next couple of weeks and that just start plowing. We don't have money anywhere right now to,
I think we'd be okay with building and maintenance.
okay.
I think we'd be all right there.
And
in
is
the
it-
Commissioner's budget.
Courthouse or, I mean, government center only, or is
Oh,
it?
no, so we would do the courthouse, the surveyors, the government center. The Enos, the 2 ambulance bases and, the generation center,
The sheriff's office?
yes.
Why do I
So what did we do last year?
feel like the surveyor?
Last year, we kind of pretty much did it because it was so close to the end of the year, so we just made it work. It's just, I mean. It's difficult.
It's been that fine line of if she gets audited.
I mean, can we do it? Yeah, but I mean, it's pulling away from getting out and doing bus routes and everything else. And right. Right. I mean, and of course, smaller trucks, we're pulling smaller trucks to do those, because the bigger trucks can't get in some of those places too, so it's. Can it be done? Yes, we've been doing it for a very long time, but. It's the trying to get away from it because we're not supposed to be doing it, and then plus the fact that, yes, I am down. 3 positions, 2 of them I cannot touch, so, yeah. But can we do it? Yes. Just trying to sort of get an early start on it.
Okay. If we can put that on,
We brought bids around, yes, just see what's in the forest. They decided it's cost effective or not. Or.
do you think it would be safe to say if we put on our next, for the October 15th, as far as having a conversation? That way, then. Council's there as well. Just so,
We get it next month.
huh?
We won't need to get it next meeting.
Okay. I think I would just feel more comfortable putting it on our next agenda. Under like conversation. If we're thinking that it's gonna be something like we think for the non-bids, like we're on the same kind of cost or. More. But like I said, just so. We're kind of out of the direction we all.
Before then, we write up, like, what the bid look like, what the process is, roughly. What job it is.
Sure, yeah, I mean, just what would be expected. I mean, it's kind of, it's exactly the same thing as the mowing, other than. Plow and salting as opposed to.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's the same thing, other than they're just using a plow and salting. Instead of.
I think
a
that,
lawnmower.
well. Correct me if I'm not, but like the sheriff's department isn't, like that wasn't part of,
That was flawed last year.
I'm saying it's the mowing. She's
Oh,
saying if we follow like the mowing bid, like the, you know, north and south. There would still be different parking lots that would be,
Thinking crazy.
Hmm?
Maybe, just in a box, just throwing us out there, but. Good. Matt, he'll find his own person. Making his budget, we see much money from the sure companies, his own person, find his little parking lot. And bogus is into his little parking lot, it's the
I
local.
want this, did Bo have his own? I feel like.
I think
Why did I feel like the surveyor had,
they had someone come and do their sidewalks, I think.
okay, and that's what it was. I knew they had somebody come to do something there during the winter.
I'll give Jamie extra 20 bucks a week just do the sidewalks or
I
something.
mean, we can do the sidewalks, that's soon.
That should take anything.
Well, and the conversations have come up as far as like when the Enos building's up and going, like what it would look like if they got a plow out there or something. It was still one of the things, just like with the mowing, the amount of separating all of that instead of.
I don't mean by each. Part of the snow plow, let
But
Shane do that, he wants to do his field, but. You know. I think we take it off our plate, and who's gonna wanna be. Maybe complete headache trying to find somebody who wants to plow every county property.
But you guys are responsible. for that.
yeah, there are properties and we're gonna be the ones that have to sign the contract or wait for them to get their bids, come in and then ask us if it's okay to.
Out of the box, just thinking about it.
No, I get it, but those conversations have been had because Sharon's been saying for the last 2 years that, it's really coming down. But it has, I mean, I would hate to see you lose any type of funding because that website got it. So we'll just have Jody put that on our next agenda and then we'll go from there. Thank you,
You're welcome.
Jeremy.
Yes. You sent me a Illinois Medicaid contract.
So Paula updated me on that and I forgot to get back to you. But we actually received a private payment on that patient's.
Okay.
So we don't, but we are not contracted with Illinois Medicaid, and honestly, to contract with them, it would be such a nightmare for the little bit of money we get from them. They usually don't deal with us anyways, because it's out of state Medicaid. But they sent us that contract and said that they would have given us some money for those patient charts, and we're like, might as well send it your way and see what it looked like, but yeah, we ended up, Paula updated me that we got private payment from the subject on that. That was more than what Illinois was willing to pay us anyway, so.
Thank you.
First, thank you.
Aaron, you think might be interested in the position, since, sorry to see you leave.
Yeah, honestly, I had some conversation, Rob called me and I had some conversation that there may be a couple internal candidates interested. One has held the position before. And obviously I can't get into names, but I could discuss with you outside of a public meeting if you would like. I can sit down with you guys and let you know, but. Yeah,
I'm just wondering now, it's not, so.
Definitely.
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you. IT. This can turn that on. We're gonna recess for a few minutes until we get the thing figured out.
Get booted just a minute.
No, I know, and then I think IT department, and I'm like, this thing isn't on, so I should see that I'm on.
No, and I don't know how to work any of that. There's no start button on here, so I don't know.
Could be because of the updates of this.
Earlier, I don't know. I have no idea. And I don't know, yeah, who tried, who's saying that this person is watching, and like, so he's the only person watching?
Okay.
So you're saying this is the only person watching the recording?
Jacob, and then.
Why does it say recording? Why does this thing go who and fit?
It was on.
I just went on to this. So why did it go?
There you go. Oh, that happened. It was up before.
So how do you pause it? Because right now we're in a recess.